What's going on, my friends? I came right here to Starbucks right now, and I was reading in my word and in my devotional, and I got a great reminder in Matthew 6, and a great reminder about worry. A lot of times I can personally allow worry to consume me, and sometimes it's about the good things though. Like, I'm worried about, what's gonna happen here, or a big one that's been trying to get me recently is, worrying about other people, worrying about, their life. And I know it's a good thing, and it's like, God, you want me to be worried about people, you want me to love on people, you want me to pray for people, but I think there's times when I allow worry to get in the way of what only God can do. I'm gonna say that again. I allow worry to get in the way of only what God can do. And right now I was just reading in Matthew 6, and I've read it a gang of times, and it's so awesome. If you guys haven't read Matthew 6 verse 25 through 34, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times Jesus emphasizes to his disciples the importance of not worrying. The importance I see of don't worry about it. Like, God knows you need these things. God knows what's going on. God knows the situation that you're going through. He knows what you're feeling. He knows what you're facing. He knows what's going on within you, and he knows what's going on around you. And I believe the easiest thing to do is to grab onto this worry. And I'm speaking to myself today, is to grab onto this worry of things that are going on around, rather than grabbing onto the word of God. It's so easy to grab onto this worry. And I'm not going to read the whole text, but 5 times this is what Jesus told the disciples, from verse 25 all the way to 34. Verse 25, he says, "Therefore I say to you, do not worry about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about the body or what you will put on." And then again, he says in verse 27, "Which of you by worrying can add 1 cubit to its stature?" Verse 28, he says, "So why do you worry about clothing?" Verse 31, he says, "Therefore do not worry, saying, what shall we eat, or what shall we drink, or what shall we wear?" Verse 34, "Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about its own things. Sufficient for the day is its own trouble." Jesus emphasized 5 times, I see here, the importance of not worrying. And this is a message to myself, and if you can receive it, I pray you receive it. Worrying is not going to do anything for us. Let's learn to grab onto the word of God before we grab onto worry. Let's learn to grab onto the word of God before we grab onto disobedience, or before we try to take things into our own hands and become the God of our situation. And I pray today that as I give the things that I'm facing, my worries, my hurts, these things that sometimes I can try to be God in, and as I give them to Abba today, saying, "God, forgive me for worrying or taking things into my own hands," I pray that that would be your prayer too. That you wouldn't worry, you would give these things to God and say, "God, they're yours. I don't want these no longer in my hands. God, they're yours. Help me not to worry or become God of my situations. You be God, and let me trust in you. And instead of grabbing worry, let me grab your word. Let me grab your word." So I pray that that encourages you as it encouraged me today. God bless you.